What is going on, all you tiny people? Draco Invictus here with my new Getting Started series, and I'm calling it Conquering the Backyard. And we're going to start from hour 101, day one, whatever one, and we are going to get our character built up and start taking control of this backyard. Now, of course, this game is pre-release software. It is early access. We don't have all the story, so it's not like we're going to be completing the game with this series, at least not for a very long time. But if you're interested in this game, or maybe you don't know what to do at the beginning, or through how to get all the cool stuff, this is the series that is going to walk you through that. I'm not going to show you every second of gameplay, because watching me run through the grass, not that exciting. But any cool things that I come across, obviously I will be pointing them out. And yeah, so as we get our bearings on the backyard, we are going to have a great time conquering the backyard in Grounded. So let's press any button. Hit the intro. All right, guys, so we're going to be jumping into single player new game. And let's first talk about mode selection. Several people in comments on videos have asked about this. This is where you select your difficulty. You cannot change it in the middle of gameplay as of today. As of right now, you cannot change the difficulty of the game once you start. You have to start over. So think about this now. You have mild, medium, and whoa. Those are the three. This is, easy, medium, and hard for the game mode. And then you have creative mode, which takes all the enemies out and there's basically just base building or exploring. I use this a lot when I'm doing my videos on, hey, here's where you find this, or here's where you find that. Creative mode's just easier. But I'm even base building right now in survival mode because I like the challenge of being able to cut down this weed stalk. Oh crap, here comes a spider, run away, kind of a thing. So yeah, and creative mode is great, and I will definitely be using that. You will see that coming in upcoming videos. So pick your poison here. I always play on medium. I'm not brave enough to play on whoa yet. So yeah, and then you just pick one of your 4 characters. They all have different attitudes. I think Hoops, I've played with all of them, and she's the most talkative I've noticed. Some of these, like where she has talking points, I didn't catch that with these other characters. So I enjoy playing with Allie here, Allie Hoops. And so we're going to jump right into the game, and I'll show you the intro, and then we'll talk about some of the things that you want to do right at the start.
Can't remember what happened. Hey, where am I? What the heck is this place? Everything seems so big. Whoa. Or am I really, really small? Okay, game plan. Figure out where I am, find out what happened, then knock it down hoop style.
Yep. Sounds like a great game plan. Okay, and the reason I was standing here is so that it would pick up the landmark.
Keep your eye on the ball.
It would pick up the landmark, the baseball. Now, when you first exit that little cave, there are a bunch of resources around here that I want you guys to pick up if you want to be up and running as fast as possible.
Whoa, I'm not just small, I'm tiny. This is freaking awesome! But how the heck did I end up here?
There's no real risk of you being attacked by anything right in this opening area right as you get started, as long as you're not hanging out too long. Remember, this is a, I'm doing air quotes here, living yard. But you want to pick up all the sprigs, the grass fiber. Just clean this area out, because the object is before we even go see Burgle, we have all of our basic tools. We have a lean-to put down just in case. So let's take a look at our crafting menu already, and we can make the spear. So let's start with that. And the rest of the stuff we're gonna have to scan, but at least we have a weapon now, in case anything comes our way. So we need like 7 pebblets, and we actually only need 6 because we used one for the pebblet spear. As far as the grass fiber or the plant fiber, we really only need like 3 of that, but we're going to turn a bunch of it into woven fiber, and you need 3 plant fiber for each woven fiber. And for woven fiber, we're going to need like 7. So for sprigs, we're going to need like 17. Mushrooms are to eat. So, but we've pretty much cleaned out this whole area. So as we head to this research hub, we're going to be looking for other things that we can be picking up as well. Picking up more pebblets certainly doesn't hurt. I'm not venturing off the path too far because you would think that this is an absolute safe area, and at the very, very beginning it is. But you are very close to a couple different biomes and territories here for other big, nasty animals. So, or insects rather. Hi, Mr. Ant. We'll deal with you later. Okay, so we found the field station. For those of you that don't know, this is a research station where you analyze the different things that you can pick up, and it will tell you other recipes for things that you'll be able to build with that. So right now we have 32 plant fiber, which is a very good start. But first we're going to come in here and we're going to analyze.
I'm guessing this isn't the only one of these science pods. I should keep searching and see what else I can turn up.
Yes, we're going to analyze pebblets. Now it tells us we can build the axe, which is the next very big important thing that we want to build. Now we're going to analyze the plant fiber. And that tells us that we can make woven fiber. Now I'm going to get out and I'm going to come in here to crafting. And I am going to craft woven fiber. And we'll just do, let's see, how many plant fiber? We only need 3, so I'll do that. So we've got a stack of 10 woven fiber, and then we'll have 3 plant fiber in our, so here's our woven fiber, 3 plant fiber, and then we have our sprig, because I want to analyze the woven fiber. That's why I didn't analyze that sprig. This unlocked our acorn shovel, sprig bow, and eye patch. So that is very good. All right, so we need to find water. And basically at the beginning, you can just look up and look for dewdrops that are hanging off the grass. So we're gonna ignore these ants. These are just little worker ants. We don't need to worry about them right now. And we're gonna continue down this path. And if we pick up too much stuff, we can always drop it later, but it's better to have it in our pockets right now because we're not carrying around armor sets and all that stuff. So still looking for dewdrops. Oh, there's one. So we come over there. Oh, it's way up there. I don't know that we can get to that from here. Nope. This little aphid is a pain in the butt. All right, let's find another dewdrop. Kill this little mite. We need mite fuzz, because we're gonna need that for making arrows.
Is that a basketball court?
No, it's not a basketball court, Hoops. I see why you would go that direction now. All right, so let's go ahead and craft our axe, our hammer, and we can't do the acorn bow yet, but we're going to in very short order. And we already have our spear, and then for the bow, all we need is gnat fuzz. So we'll have to kill some gnats for that. Wow, look at all these guys. They're like swarming. Oh, hi there, Mr. Gnat. Hey, look at that. We're gonna get our first gnat fuzz. Where'd that other one go? Oh, Weevil went inside. All right, stop chasing the Weevil. Okay, oh, there's the other gnat. See, gnats are just as annoying in the game as they are in real life. All right, so since we have our axe and we're standing at this dandelion, I'm gonna cut this down. Now, you can do quick swings. Watch this. Quick swing. That's just clicking the button, right? Or you can do long swings, which is press and hold. And you cut through things actually in less hits. And it doesn't damage your axe as much. So that means you can get more out of your axe if you do the hard swings than if you do the quick swing. So it takes just a hair longer, but you get more usability out of your axe. I'm picking up this weed stem just so it unlock the windowed walls, scaffold, and scaffold triangle scaffold. There we go. Ladybugs can be your friends. They can protect you. If you're in a fight, jump on top of a ladybug, and she will take the hits and then go aggro. And she's like a tank, so don't mind her. All right, so let's come back in here. So we've crafted our 3 basics. We just need more gnat fuzz. We're gonna go ahead and get the machine targeted. And you can see that we need to go back to that light to fix that problem. Before we do that, first we're gonna fix this one. This one's simple. This is just cut down grass. This is a nice little tutorial thing for here's how you cut something down kind of a thing. Okay, now we're gonna pick up this grass plank because it's going to unlock walls and doors, okay? Then we can drop it again. Now, before we go fix that other laser, we're actually gonna head toward the big oak tree here. And there's a reason for that. And there you can see I just whacked that dew off there. We're well refreshed now. As you can see, we're almost at the oak tree. And let's go ahead and put our hammer there. Because the reason we're coming over here right now is to crack open an acorn. You don't need to venture too far toward the oak tree. Right now, we just want that shell. And while we're here, we're gonna pick up a little bit of sap. Now watch out, these caves that lead into the oak tree are where the big wolf spiders live around here. So we want to be careful of them because we don't have tools to kind of take them on right now. Oh, missed it. Got it. So now we are going to head back toward that laser that's broken. Luckily, they're tall enough that we can see where they are. We discovered the abandoned anthill. Some aphid honeydew. That's aphid poop, by the way. And yes, you eat it. So just keep that in mind. That was a bigger fall than I had anticipated, but that's going to lead me to the next mention over here. We're heading back toward the mysterious, and it tells us we need to eat, but you know what? We already have some mushrooms here. The acorn bits, 4 bits will fill you from empty to full, so keep that in mind.
Hydration is the key to performance.
And now we're running over here because we're going to head to that broken laser. But before we do that, I want to come over to where this weed fell and pick up a tuft. Because dandelion tufts are our gliders. So I double click, put that in there. And now let's take a look at our crafting menu. We can make our acorn shovel, which we need. And we're going to need a torch. So we need dry grass chunks. Not a problem because there's some dry grass right over here. There. Now we can build our torch. And now we have everything that we need. There. We need more of that gnat fuzz to make a bow, right? So we're heading over to that laser. It's over there. And I'm running low on stamina. There we go. And again, for the most part, we can ignore these ants. As long as there's no soldier ants in there, we're good to go. And we want to take the time and kill all these mites around here. The reason for that is because we need mite fuzz to make arrows. And the arrows are very important, so we got to come up here and clean these guys off. And then we have to go down into this cave, which is why we wanted to build a torch.
Bam! Alley hoops, bringing the light.
They're like stuck in the rocks. That's funny. All right, we'll just keep going. Kill these guys. Now, before we leave, we need to come down in here into this cave. So we're gonna need our hammer for that. And go ahead and pick up the quartzite. And this quartzite does not respawn. I don't think it respawns in any location. So be careful with that. And we will talk more about that in just a little bit. I think, yeah, 7. I got it all. So we're gonna pick that, pick that, pick that. And then right over here is another scabby. It's a theme. And see these grubs crawling around? That's why we wanted to run and we'll just put that there for now. It's why. Where'd you go? There you are. Switch back over. That's just beat him with a rock. That way I don't waste my my spear. And I think those are the only grubs in here, but it's a good start. It unlocked the grub vest. Let me show you what we got here. Not only did we get grub meat, but we got grub hide and grub goop. You need a lot more hide to build the full grub armor set. So whenever we see grubs and we're kind of in a safe area, we're definitely going to harvest them. Because the grub set is it's a really good early game set because it gives you additional stamina. The acorn set is great because it offers you additional defense, but the extra stamina certainly comes in help as well. So are these out yet? Oh, they are. Good. Because we needed more mite fuzz. Now, the last thing I want to do before we check out the mysterious machine further is right over, I believe it's in this area. There it is. Looking for that purple flower. The reason is, I think this is the right one. Most of these thistle plants will give you like 20 thistle needles. This one, from what I recall, early game, is that you can get more than the 20. So you need an axe for this, and this is brutal on an axe, by the way. So if you know that you're going to be using a bow a lot, and at first I didn't think I was going to use a bow much in this game. The bow is very, very handy to have. And for every 10 thistle needles, you get 20 arrows. So I'm going to get us up to 50 thistle needles. That'll give us 100 arrows. There we go. Take a look at our inventory. We're pretty full, but we've also got a lot of stuff going on. And as we start crafting things, some of this, and we've got a lot of good food in here that'll probably go bad. You don't want to eat raw meat. It kind of gives you stomach issues and your health drops and stuff like that. But aphid honeydew is great because it's drinkable, it heals, and it's totally edible. So that is good for you. Quartzite is used to repair weapons for the most part, but it is also a building material. It is also a limited resource from what I can tell at this point in the game. So if you have a tier 1 spear, a pebblet spear, don't fix it. Don't waste the one quartzite to fix it. Just build a new one. They're simple enough to build. Same goes with your axe and your hammer and all that stuff. And we can't build the bow yet because we only have 2 nat fuzz, but we can make arrows. And as you can see, we picked up 19 mite fuzz. So we're going to be able to build a lot of arrows, and that will be wonderful to have. And so we are going to head out of here now. And we're heading back toward the oak tree. Well, the machine. So that we can advance the story. All right, so we're done here with the mysterious machine. Obviously, we'll probably be coming back at some later point, but right now we are done with the mysterious machine. So now we need to head toward the oak tree to find out what happened over there. Before I do that, I want to cut down this clover. We're going to pick that up so that we can come back and build our lean-to. We have enough sprig and now we have enough clover. In previous playthroughs of this game, I have always stayed over in this area as far as building my first base. So we're going to do it a little bit differently. You guys are going to come with me. And because we're getting late in the afternoon, by the time we're done with the burgle, it will be night. When you're in this area, you want to try and stay elevated. Yeah, take that. And before we go over there to see...
That tastes really good.
Burgle, we're going to come over in this direction. Because I was looking, and there seems to be, like, there's some dandelions, and there's definitely some tier 2 weeds over here. So this area is kind of where I want to be. Missed it. I think I want to build up on that stump. But for right now, we're just going to drop a lean-to. Hi, Mr. Spider, don't mind me. Just stay right there. There we go. We're going to put our lean-to there. Set our spawn point, so if we do die, we're good to go. And now we're going to go see Burgle. Keep in mind that this is still wolf spider territory, so be mindful of that. They will adventure out around here. Another thing to note here is that this weed here is a tier 2 weed, and it requires a tier 2 axe. So our little axe won't do anything to it. The good news about these weeds is once you can chop them down, most of them will give you between 12 and 15 weed stems. So it will help in later game content to create better bases. One other thing of note is that one of the entrances for the wolf spiders is literally right there. So do not be surprised if you wander out one day and find a wolf spider greeting you as you exit the base. This door's locked. We'll get to it in a second.
That glowy thing looks like some real nerd stuff.
I would play this tape right now, but it's like a couple minutes long, and I'd rather just get to the end of this episode. But don't forget to pick up this tape, and yeah, because it's story stuff. Now, this puzzle opens that door. Basically, when you click on a button, it changes it'll change from red to green, and it changes any piece that's directly connected to it, left or right, top or bottom, to whatever their opposite state is. So if I click on this one, these went red, that turned green. But now I can click on this one, and now they're all green. So this puzzle may be set up slightly different for you, but just keep in mind, this is the end result that you're looking for. And Tased wants to come at us immediately.
I've had worse, I guess.
Got it. Okay. Now make sure to pick him up because we want that 100 raw science. And before we go see Burgle, we're going to come down here and pick up this 100 raw science. And now we'll go pick up Burgle. But before we do, let's just go ahead and pick up his tape, his little chip.
Let's get you back in action.
And then we'll get him back in action.
Thanks for the helping hand.
He's going to do a bunch of talking here.
Burgle.
So I am going to come over here
I am also a robot.
and pick up that.
I am sure this all must be very disorienting for you, but hopefully
And I am
can
going to
explain.
scan the sap.
I
It's
suspect
the only
you
thing
were
I want to scan
miniaturized
right
and
now.
brought here by the eminent researchers. Unfortunately, this is all speculation, because a power surge has knocked out all the systems in this lab. I don't suppose you would know anything about that. No, why would you? Okay, moving on. The batteries here are completely drained, so we'll need to charge them up. In the meantime, I'll stay here and work on repairs. I'm also happy to answer whatever questions you might have.
All right, so that is the end of the story content. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. No, we are going to continue building up our character in preparation for content. Obsidian says that they're going to be pretty much releasing monthly content. The next update is August 27th. So if you're watching this before August 27th, know that new content is coming soon. If you're watching it afterwards, well, then welcome to the game, and you'll be seeing more content than I have when I recorded this. So before we talk with Burgle about getting our quests and stuff like that, there's some more of this raw science that we want to come pick up because we want to use it right now. We don't want to have to come back. So we've already, that's 800, and then down here will be 900. And then we're just going to swim this way. These are a little torch. Do not drop down here. These are soldier ants, and they will kick your tail unless you are very good at blocking. So that little path takes us right back up to Burgle. Oops. So now you can see that we have 980 real science. And the reason why I bring that up.
Hello there. Acting Science Manager Burgle. An upgrade as good as ketchup on fries. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Okay, we're going to ask him about work.
3 bold quests arrive.
So he wants us to analyze plant fiber, which we've already done. So that's an easy real science points. We have to kill gnats, and we have to set a marker at Spade Gulch. So those are the 3 things that we need to do. As you can see, this one's already marked as complete. These will be different for you than they were for me, but just understand that they're all pretty basic stuff for the first time. So we've accepted them all. We got an additional 100 for helping Burgle and doing the plant fiber. Okay. So Notice we have 3 full charges again, so I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm going to scan the quartzite. And I'm going to scan the sprigs. And we might as well scan the hide. This unlocked the leggings and the goggles for the grub set, because we already knew the grub vest. So now, if you look, we have 1140 real science. And the reason why I bring that up is because
it's nice to see a friendly face around. If you have any extra raw, bring me more of my
So Burgle sells you stuff. And the chipset that we picked up and gave to him that he stuck in his head is one of 2 that are currently in the game. The other one is in the bottom of the anthill. We will be discussing that in a further episode. But right now, we want multi-story bases because that will give us stairs, floors, and triangle floors. So with this, we will be able to prop up our house. We'll be able to put walls because those were already unlocked. We'll be able to put doors because those were already unlocked. But now we can put floors. So that is very, very important. So we're going to go ahead and buy that first. Some people say buy the science scanner, but you know what? I want to build a place that I can store my stuff in. So we are done with Burgle for now. Oh, I wanted the locked door so we don't have to keep running around. If we press this little red button, now the door will be unlocked for us. So now we've unlocked a bunch of stuff. It's late, it's dark. Make sure that there's no one lurking. And then we just want to get back over to our lean-to. Ladybug is all kinds of pissed. Do not get between a ladybug and her aphid because she'll kill you. She'll one-shot you. Especially early on with no armor. All right, and there is our lean-to. See, there's a bunch of tier 2 weeds around here. There's a lot more over here. So we'll have a good time here. All right, so we've already set our spawn point. We're gonna go ahead and sleep, and that is going to wrap it up for this episode. Day 1 in the books of being the conqueror of the yard. All of our meat spoiled. I knew it was going to. We didn't have a fire pit, but we are. I think I'm going to build up here. I think on top of this little separator, this little log separator. Nothing will be able to get to us. That's a pretty decent size up there, but we'll talk about in the next episode. Until then, guys, if you have any questions, comments, kicks, complaints, if you want to point something out maybe I missed or maybe something a little bit more efficient, really quickly, let me just point out, okay, we have most of our tools unlocked, including the spiky sprig. These are all tools that you can make without a workbench, okay? And we can't do any workbench stuff yet because notice we just have the gear. These are things that we've unlocked. But once we build a workbench, it'll unlock a bunch of other stuff, a bunch of other tools and stuff. But that's for later on down the road. But that is something that we definitely want to build. But we do need to go get an acorn piece and analyze it so that we can build proper chests instead of the little tiny ones. But we will do that in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, this is Draco Invictus saying this has been the greatest day of my life. See ya!